fourth year dental student with UK Dental Courses, and today we're joined with Mark.
Hey everyone, my name is Mark. I'm a dentist working in clinic. I've been a dentist for almost 7 years now, and I work as a clinical trainer with vVARDIS. vVARDIS is a company from Switzerland who have released a product in the UK last year called Curodont Repair. And my role today is to educate everybody at UK Dental Courses about our fantastic product.
Is it a new product then, or is it?
No, so I mentioned just there, vVARDIS and Curodont Repair came to the UK last year, but it's been around for a long time. The peptide, the main heart of the product, was discovered 25 years ago. It has been used in patients for 10 years now, mainly in the US and Switzerland, some other EU countries, and they brought it to the UK last year.
Yeah. So you mentioned a little bit about peptides. Could you just tell us a little bit about the science behind Curodont and why dentists should use it?
Of course. So firstly, Curodont Repair is our main product, and it's used for early caries management. So these early lesions confined within non-cavitated enamel. At the minute, what do we do as dentists? We see this problem and we tell the patient, let's watch and wait. However, this is now something we can offer to provide the patient in these situations to stop the decay getting worse. So the way it works, it's a tiny, tiny peptide. When you apply the gel to the tooth, these tiny peptide molecules flow within the tooth surface into the depth of the lesion and form a 3D matrix. Over time, this 3D matrix attracts calcium and phosphate from the saliva to rebuild hydroxyapatite. So it's a really cool product, very interesting.
Lovely. And in terms of your success rates, or like how
often does it work? Yeah. So plenty of studies have been done on the product. It's not just a product that's been thrown out into market. It took years of development, systematic reviews, lab studies, patient studies, and studies show that up to 90% of cases will arrest and 40% regeneration aspect. And that's what no other technology offers, and that's why this peptide is getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, of course, because it sounds like the more you can do to prevent the development of caries and the patient entering the restorative cycle, the better.
Yeah.
That's what you want to save as much teeth as you can.
Exactly. It's a win-win for dentists and patients. We want to prolong that restorative cycle starting for as long as possible, so exactly as you said. And patients love it for that reason as well. If we can tell them they're going to avoid local anaesthetic, drilling, etc., they love it, especially parents who have children that are quite anxious of the dentist, but also adults who are anxious generally.
Okay. Just in terms of like the future of vVARDIS, you mentioned Curodont Repair. Are there any other, could you tell us a little bit about anything else you're working on? Or? Yeah,
so at the minute our main focus is Curodont Repair. We have an incredible product called Curodont Protect as well, which is a take-home product, a hypersaturated solution of calcium and phosphate, and the patient applies this twice a week at home to boost results of Curodont Repair, but it's also great for prevention. So for example, patients with orthodontic brackets, we find great results in preventing demineralization. Patients that are high risk of caries, that have poor diets, applying it twice a week can just really help in preventing caries. Other than the products we have, our vision, especially within the UK, is for every dentist and hygienist therapist, when they see an early lesion, to think of Curodont Repair. You know, it's something we can now offer, and we say no more watch and wait, so no waiting for this decay to get worse to do fillings. We can now offer something at the early stage.
So for the people watching, how can they find out more about vVARDIS?
Yeah, so we have a great website, vVARDIS.com. It has all the information you need, clinical cases, e-learning platforms, so it goes through each stage where you should use the product, how to use the product, as well as all of our studies being on there as well. So anything you need is on our website, vVARDIS.com. There's also an email on the website, training@vVARDIS.com, so feel free to fire away any training emails you need, and if you want to organise a lunch and learn or for us to visit your practice, just let us know.
Thank you so much.